Welcome to the first video in my Martin Scorsese series. My first two reviews will be of Mean Streets and Taxi Driver. Mean Streets is a 1973 film starring Harvey Keitel and Robert De Niro. It is about the lives of a bunch of small-time Italian-American crooks, and is somewhat based on Scorsese's life growing up in Little Italy. The main character is Charlie, played by Harvey Keitel, who is trying to move up in the local mafia, whilst trying to keep his friend Johnny Boy, played by De Niro, out of trouble, as well as keeping up a relationship with Johnny's cousin. It has a very loose story structure in the same vein of Jean-Luc Godard films, in that there are a bunch of cool scenes and unrelated events, but not a very strong or engaging story. Scorsese practices a lot of methods that he will go on to master in his later films, such as the use of slow motion and pop music in his soundtrack. The film has a very weak middle, and the only thing that kept me going was De Niro's performance, which I rank amongst his best. Not a great film, but I would recommend it to De Niro fans. 6.5 out of 10. Taxi Driver is a 1976 film, also starring Robert De Niro and Harvey Keitel, as well as Sybil Shepherd and Jodie Foster. De Niro plays an ex-Marine, Travis Bickle, a loner who can't sleep at night, so he gets a job as a taxi driver. He drives around each night and is resentful of all the low-life scum in New York. He later manages to get a date with a woman played by Sybil Shepherd, which goes awry. He later lashes out at society and attempts to assassinate a presidential candidate, as well as save a teenage prostitute. This is a very atmospheric film set in a time when New York was sleazy and dirty, and it gives off a really isolated feel as you follow Bickle's life. The acting, cinematography and score by Bernard Herrmann are all excellent, and I consider this to be Scorsese's first masterpiece. Apart from a couple of lame scenes with Albert Brooks, which I suppose were meant to be a comic relief, this film was outstanding on all accounts. 10 out of 10.